Hello and welcome back to Game Start. I'm your host, Bardic Knowledge, and let's pick up right where we left off. Now, the thing is that I was tempted to explain last episode, but we were over time, is if you rename Magus, which as I said we're not going to, everyone in 600 will start referring to him by the new name, but none of them will recognize him as the guy in charge. They fixed this in the DS re-release by having everyone in 600 refer to him as the Fiend Lord. And so it didn't matter what you changed his name to, because no one called him that anyway. And I just thought that was a neat change, one of the better things that they did. The worst thing that they did was the Lost Village extra side quest, which was excessively tedious. Anyway, he joins the party. And he's actually okay, he's Luca's level. So he's also our optional party member that I was talking about grinding new techs for. So I'll actually not put him in the party right this moment. I need to see. Yeah, he starts with all of the level 2 techs, which he used in his battle against us, and he needs 400 skill points for Dark Bomb. And if that's an indicator of what the rest of his techs are going to cost, whoo boy. So all of these guys are in need of at least 200 tech points to get their second to last tech. Which, that's stuff that I'll want to do off screen as just a grinding thing. So if everybody needs a lot of stuff, then I'm gonna pop him in. Oop. Always have him up front. And then I'll actually... I'll do like that. Now, one of the unique things about Magus is he doesn't get any dual techs or triple techs naturally. Cutscene time. The epic space-time compass has gone haywire. That's... the Black Omen. Which is the inverted... almost the inverted image of the Undersea Palace. It's only almost inverted because the Undersea Palace had a lot of like wing type stuff off the edges that aren't there on the Black Omen. It also has this interesting thing up on the top, which isn't... it's just that little dot right there at the very top of it. But it's enormous. I'm picking up a tremendous amount of spiritual power. So apparently, Robo's got a scouter in his eyes. Me hate. Ada not like boat. The Undersea Palace. This is impossible. But it's not. Because it's right there, and you can actually go to it as the Black Omen right now if you really wanted to. But I'm not going to. Because I got stuff I need to do. Specifically, we're going to the end of time. And for some reason, it automatically puts it on full speed ahead. If you select that, you're back here. You press B, it asks you again. Wonder what happens if you just press A while it's still there at the end of time's marker. It plays the error message. Okay. If I just press B, nothing happens. So you have to push down and select disembark manually. So pop in here to have Specchio say, oh wow, this guy's got shadow magic. And to say, oh hey, where's Chrono? Oh, for Ayla. Fortunately, you were born before magic existed, but you seem to have other skills that'll get you by. Phew. You hauled in a marlin here, kids. You Shadow, he could probably teach me a thing or two. So, that's the last two characters who needed to see Specchio. And something I didn't show off before, I didn't need to do that, but is when you've got characters at the end of time, if you talk to them, that fool. Oh, that young is supposed to leave this mortal coil. Need you not a swordsman? If you say yes to someone wanting to join your party... Okay, let's get going. Their theme song starts playing, and it just permanently overrides the end of the time theme. So something I used to do a lot, back when I used to play this more often, is I'd take Magus out of the party. Doesn't matter if he's here or not. My attention is focused elsewhere. Going my way. Now we've got a winning team. So I just go over to Magus, talk to him, just so I could get his theme playing. Because I love Magus' theme. Hey, where's that healthy kid with the radical haircut? This is terrible news. I have nothing to give you but this song. It's called Memories of Chrono. Which is oddly similar to Marl's theme. I wish I could lend a hand. Only the Guru of Time can help us now. Hey, where have you been? So that's your story. And just look at you now. You've become quite formidable. I don't think that's the voice I just said that I gave Gaspar. Well, it's fairly similar, I think. Yes. Actually, this is the voice that I gave Gaspar. And somehow I didn't realize that he had special dialogue if you led the party with Magus. Eh? Guru of Time, eh? Heard of him, of course, but what do you want with him? He bring Chrono back to life. He's strong. Bring back lost loved one. It's what everyone wants. Chrono must be proud to have friends like you. Then you go to walk away. Hey. Here, take this with you. Egg. Ayla hungry. Want eat. Let us call that the Chrono Trigger. It is pure potential. By unleashing a specific course of events, it can have a powerful effect on time. Ask the one who made the epic, your Wings of Time, how to hatch it. Like any egg, it represents a possibility. It may or may not hatch. But the Chrono Trigger gives you the potential to get your friend back. The egg will have an effect equal to the effort you put into your search. No more and no less. Don't forget that. As long as you keep Chrono in your heart, the day you are dreaming of shall arrive. I get it. It's you, isn't it? This can only mean you are the Guru of Time. Mr. Gaspar, I presume. Well, I believe that's what they used to call me. Ages ago. Got the Chrono Trigger. And we're only about 10 minutes into the episode. Oh yes, that was a thing I wanted to do. Was sorry, Glenn. But Magus gets to have the blackmail because then he absorbs the element he uses. So Magus's amulet, which I never unequipped from him when I first played through the game, because this is the amulet that Shala gave him as a kid, so why would I? But there's something interesting about it. So we'll unequip it for a moment and say, Marl. Wait, what? Well, that just broke the whole thing I was gonna say. I remember at one point hearing that the amulet could only be equipped by Magus and Luca because of some bug in the programming. But apparently I was wrong. But the amulet gives Magus... basically, it's a Final Fantasy ribbon. So he can't be affected by any status effects while he's got it equipped. And one time while playing the DS version, I had unequipped it for an item he gets in the expansion for the remake. And when I went into a boss fight where that causes status effects and suddenly he was being affected, I'm like, what? Magus has never been affected by these things. It's because I had no idea that the amulet was why he wasn't getting affected. So, anyways, I want to check a thing. Okay, he just says the same stuff again. Because there's a lot of side quests that open up at this point. And you can go and do any of them. You don't actually have to revive Chrono to finish the game. I will be, but you don't have to. So, first thing I'm going to do, actually, is go to 1000 and play a minigame, I think. I'm actually not sure. Oh yeah, see the Black Omen's still here, which I do want to show off a thing. Is that it will always be there. But then if you go to Sandorino, and where is it? Talk to this guy, I think? Nope. I know there's some guy that if you talk to them... Well, there's someone that if you talk to them, they say, "My, the sun," or it's like, "The sun is shining off the Black Omen. It's going to be a beautiful day today." Because these people have lived with it in their skies for their entire lives. They don't know that it's not supposed to be there. And I just thought that was a neat touch. Anyway, stop off here. Hop into Chrono's house. Not bother talking to his mom, and I did not get it. So, even if this might take the episode over a little bit, which somehow I doubt, we have to go into Norstein Beckler's lab here, which you can do this at the start of the game, but... Welcome to Norstein Beckler's lab. The spine-tingling show is about to start. So, you want a Chrono clone? Normally I'd never do this, but today I'll make an exception. Challenge me and I'll give you a clone. The longer you stay in the game, the lower my price will be. Okay, so if you play this at the very beginning, you don't have to do this. But we do have to, and it gets explained that we have to when if you go to 2300 before you get the clone. But I'm starting to run low on time, so let's get 5 more silver points. I know an easy way to do this. And yeah, now that the trial has passed us by, we can actually eat the old man's lunch as much as we want. Battle begins. Battle ends. I think actually we need 30. Or, I mean 40, not 30. So, hop out, hop back in, do it one more time. That gives us 45 silver points. I didn't realize that you actually had to have the silver points necessary to play the clone game thing at this point. I probably just had it from playing various mini-games beforehand, and then every subsequent time I knew that I needed to get the Chrono clone, so I'd do it on the first visit to the Millennial Fair instead of at this point in the game. So that's why I'm surprised I didn't get it yet. So, skip this. Mimic what you see. Left arm, right arm, laugh, surprise. And when it says left and right, it means as we are seeing, not what he is actually doing. So if he raises the arm that is on the right, that is actually his left arm, we need to raise our right arm. So start when you hear the signal. And action. This takes concentration. I think if you take too long, it doesn't count. Yeah, he starts to speed up. Ah, I screwed up. That's 5,000 G. But we got him. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode. I'm gonna go do grinding so that all of my characters will have all of their techs. Which means that this will probably be the last recording session for the night. And I'll pick up again after I pick up the Chrono clone and go to Keeper's Dome in 2300 to revive Chrono. So, till the next, live well.